Hello and welcome back to today's episode of the What is K-Pop podcast, where I typically talk about K-pop groups, their members, their discographies, and anything else I generally just want to talk about. However, this week, or at least however many episodes I'm wanting to do on this, we are preparing for INTO1 premiere. It's just in over just a month's time from when I'm recording. However, it would be like I don't know, like coming up for everyone who's listening, maybe potentially. I do have to quickly say, I do apologise if you can hear the slight bit of nasaliness in my voice. Hay fever. Hay fever's a thing right now. It's very sunny and windy, so that means that obviously flowers, they open up, they want to get the sunlight, photosynthesis, all that good old biology stuff. And windy, obviously, it does up the pollen, and also it was kind of not cold but not warm last night. It was like tepid and I only had a blanket on. So maybe that's it. However, sometimes I do just sound nasally for no reason. So we are just going to ignore that for the time being. Today's episode is specifically on a Chinese, Japanese, and Thai group from Produce Camp 2021 or Trong 2021. Basically, it's China's version of Produce 101. So we are. Oh my, so sorry. We're gonna try that again. It's Chinese version of Produce 101, and it ran for 4 seasons. I don't know if it's still going on. However, probably is, or at least like survival shows are probably still going on in China. But yeah, this one in particular, INTO1, is actually one that's like kind of like it irritates me. It irritates me in such a specific way that like you're probably thinking to yourself, like, if you hear it, Sophie, this is the most ridiculous reason why you don't like a group ever. I'm like, I know, exactly. Like, there's no reason for me to hate this group. This group has done nothing to me, personally. However, it did, its existence potentially might have led to the disbandment of one of my favourite Japanese groups. Basically, Intersection. Intersection were a 4-member J-pop group, mainly promoting in the US. Maybe, I don't know actually. And they disbanded shortly actually after INTO1 disbanded. I can only imagine it was because of the member that was in Intersection and then was a part of this project group, like not being able to partake in schedules and such. But like, honestly, groups disband all the time, and it's just an unfortunate situation of like financial situations, life. I mean, not all groups are gonna survive, It's probably not actually INTO1's fault at all. However, I can be upset, okay? I can be annoyed at this, and it's perfectly fine. Okay. So INTO1 is a Chinese, Japanese, Thai 11-member project boy group under Wajiwa Entertainment. They were formed on Tencent's survival show Produce Camp Trong 2021 on the 24th of April 2021, and the group consists of Liu Yu, Santa, Rikamura, Mika, Nine, Lin Mo, Bo Yuan, Shang Zhiyuan, Patrick, Zhu Qiyu, and Liu Shang. They promoted for 2 years and disbanded on the 24th of April 2023. The paragraph I just read out is from the K-pop profiles website. It always is probably going to be that website that I get my information from. And then quickly, actually, just going onto the Wikipedia page, it does actually list pre-debut activities of all of the members. So before the show, all of the members of the group were a part of active in the entertainment industry before. So Liu Yu debuted as an actor in the year prior, 2020, in Dear Herbal Lord, and in 2018 apparently participated in QEs? I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that because it's like IQIYI, and like in English, obviously you pronounce a Q with a U at the end, like that, like afterwards. Basically, it was the national cultural contest. Chinese youth placing second, so nearly won that. Well done. Bo Yuan is a member of Chinese boy group Zero G and was a contestant of Youth With You Season 1. Youth With You was in 2019. Rikamura and Santa were members of the Japanese-Chinese boy group Warps Up, and Mika was a member of Intersection. I'm so sad about. Oh wait, they disbanded a year after the thingy, the show. So that probably is actually because of the debut of Mika and the other group, which is very sad. If you want to listen to their songs, I'll specifically say Heart of Gold. Heart of Gold is really good. It's sort of it has very much the vibes actually of actually a bit like One Direction, but like One Direction when they were first starting, or like very, very boy band, like American boy band music, which probably explains why I liked it. So Patrick made his acting debut in the Thai GMM TV series The Gifted Graduation. Nine made his acting debut in the Thai series 2 Moons 2 The Series, as well as became a member of the Thai boy project group OXQ. Lin Mo is a member of the Chinese boy group Yan Music Club. Xiao Kenyu is a member of Best, as well as made his acting debut in Remember That Boy. Shang Chiuyuan is a member of Galaxy Band, and Liu Shang was a contestant of On Rap for Youth. So yeah. They all of these contestants, they participated in Chang 2021 from the 17th of February to the 24th of April 2021, and on the live broadcast of the finale, obviously all of the members were announced as members of the group. However, I'm not going to go through their rankings. I will do when I talk about the members specifically. I will list off the two leaders actually. It was Liu Yu and Bo Yuan Liu Yu was the leader and Bo Yun was the vice leader. They released 3 extended plays, a multitude of singles, promotional singles, and 1 soundtrack appearance. They had 2 concerts. One was a standalone concert called Ready INTO1 Ocean in 2021, and then a concert tour INTO1 Grown Up in 2023. They had also several reality show appearances, obviously with Produce Camp, which determined the members, Unknown Weekly INTO1 with weekly vlog episodes during 2021, Lucky INTO1 mini weekly variety shows, channel mini vlog episodes, Into Miles, an official documentary, and then 3 my phone just went off. That scared the living daylights out of me. And then 3 reality show appearances in the subsequent year, 2022, with All Kinds of INTO1 To the Sea, Fresh One, and All Kinds of INTO1 Into the Sky as the group's variety show and mini weekly variety shows, respectively. They won multiple awards and nominated for 4. All of the awards that they were nominated for in 2021, they won, and wait, gotta count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 awards that they were nominated for in 2022. 4 of them they won, and the other 4 they were just nominated. And then in the final year of their promotions, they were nominated for a further 4 awards and won all of them in general Chinese award shows, or that sort of I don't know how to explain it further, but award shows that are mainly based in China, probably just for Chinese artists, because with the MAMA Awards, the MAMA Awards, they are for all Asian acts as well as some Western acts, I'm pretty sure. But to be honest, I don't know enough about that for it to to really comment on it. So Chang 2021 was the 4th season of Produce 101 China, so a Chinese Idol Survivor show, brought together 90 male trainees from different countries and agencies to form an 11-member international boy group with the help of international viewers, as well as obviously domestic voters as well. And the final 11 obviously debuted as INTO1. Started on the 17th of February, finished on the 24th of April. And I actually tried to watch. Oh my god, I tried so hard to watch the I don't know which series. No, it was the series that my Siri just got triggered. Chris Wu and Liu Han and Tao appeared in, because I was like, I want to see that man, because obviously it was after all of the allegations kind of came out, so I was like, I want to be annoyed. But I actually ended up watching the wrong part of the first episode, and the problem is that each episode, because it is so detailed, it's over 3 hours long at least, with each episode smooshed together, if you put in part 1 and part 2. And this bitch already watched Titanic. Like I had to pause that thing to go and talk to my mum sometimes, and like go to like the toilet or something, and like that was awful. Like genuinely, that was like the hardest like time to get through, because I have the most like energeticness of like everyone in the house. Like I've never been diagnosed with ADHD, by the way, but like I just have energy practically all of the time. Like I get tired, obviously, but I don't get tired enough to like not be able to move around if I want to. It's like it's horrible. It's horrible living in this Right. But anyway, so I was trying to watch it, and I watched a bit of it before my sister came home for Easter last year, because she's coming home in a few days from when I'm like recording this. And I couldn't. I watched about 20 minutes, and it was also such intense Mandarin. Like I have nothing against like listening to like journal TA on 17's content when they're talking in their native language, because sometimes it's quite nice to be able to hear it and hear them be able to speak so confidently. But when it's like quite fast as well, because they're talking quite slow apparently for like native speakers of Mandarin, so then like it can be understood by someone who might just be starting to learn. And to hear at least like 90 people speaking in fast Mandarin, this was the Girls series, by the way. This was like when it was like Rocket Girls, I think it was called, or like something to do like I think it was one of them too. And I was like, this is very hard to get through. And like there's a drama that I really want to watch that's in Mandarin, and I'm like, I'm gonna have to watch a lot of Mandarin content, so I'm used to hearing it like so fast. It's like it's really hard basically. So actually the show was meant to have apparently 101 contestants, but it only ended up getting 90. This was because obviously the pandemic had just kind of it hadn't ended. Obviously, it's still kind of going on to at least an extent. But like what was I saying? Like some of the contestants couldn't quickly come across to China on like their visas. Some of the Chinese contestants were like, no, I'm good actually. So they ended up only having 90 contestants, which was not good at all. Fun. So yeah, we are going to go on to the mentors now. The mentors were announced one mentor, Deng Chao, was announced in October 2020, and then in January 2021, the rest of the mentors were announced to be Ning Jin as the audience representative, Xiao Shen as the vocal mentor, Amber Liu as the rap and dance mentor, Xiao Shannon as the rap and dance mentor as well. He was the center and the leader of Rise, and Amber was a member of FX. And Lian Shin was an international assistant, and she was a member of Bon Bon Girls 303, who was the series before Produce Camp 2021. I watched a bit of that one for that created Bon Bon Girls. And then the guest mentors were Koki or Michisuki Kimura. She was actually 17 when she appeared on the show, so about the same age as me, potentially. And she is a Japanese model and songwriter, and she appeared only on episode 3. Oh yeah, so she's actually just a few months older than me. Yeah. So yeah, she's done a few acting stuff, but she is mostly a model, probably. And then for the guest performance, we have Xu Xiangqi. She is an actress and a singer. So she was also a former member of SNH48, which is a spin-off of AKB48, and that is a whole that scared me. A whole kettle of fish I will not be getting into today. Liu Shen In. So sorry if I butchered that name. Episode 8 as well, from Bonbon Girls 303. And Meng Mi-Q? Sorry, I don't know how to say your name. She was 22 and apparently is a member of Cosmic Girls. Miao Xiao Tong is an actress and a dancer. And then for episode 10, we have Jackson Wang, a member of GOT7. And then Rise in episode 3.2, so like the second part. And episode 10, which is Trang 2019's debut boy group. And then Bonbon Girls 303 for episode 10 in Trang 2020. So, I am going to not go through the episodes because I feel like I will just implode. So we're just gonna say the contestants' names in the most worst accent ever. The pronunciation is gonna be terrible, but we're gonna power through because you know what, this is my podcast. I make the rules right now. I kind of do. What we're gonna try. So we have Liu Yu, Santa, Rikamura, Mika, 9, Linmo, Boyuan, Shang Jiayun, Patrick Xiao Kenyu, Xiao Shang, Kalen, Oscar, Gang Wangxing, Hiroto, Shang Xingte, Lelouch, Xu Huangyang, Ren Yinpeng, Shan Xinyao, Yu Ganing, Fu Shashu, Yu Hu Yito Amu, Shu Bai, Ling Long, Shen Xiangjing, Shi Xinyang, Wu Hai, He Yifang, Wei Shiyu, Shangteng, Ron Yao, Gui Shangwen, Ikcha, Niu Yang, Liu Yang, Isho, Yi Harun, Hang Piquan, Liu Jinghao, Xiao Mingming, Li Lua, Yu Yang, Wang Xiaoshen, Q Boyun, Shang Dunhao, Dai Xiaodong, Huang Kun, Lai Liai, He Shangyu, Du Xiaolan, He Yujun, Shang Shang, Fan Senhe, David, Li Xiaokun, Ling Yu Shu, Liang Jiaho, Yua, Liu Tanghui, Yihan, Yu, Li Shashing, Liai Xiaowing, Kaoshu, Liang Xiao, Li Piang, Li Shenting, Shingo, Lindo, Ru, Chen, Chunji, Xiao, Liu Huan, Liu Liu Yan Dongji, Sheng Mingxin, Liu Kong, Kaya, Gu Luinlin, Wei Shushi, Andy, Axihuli, Shen Shangshu, Luke, Chen Rufeng, Li Tailong, Junpei, Xu Shenxi, Wang Shishao, and Kazuma. There were deep regrets for agreeing to say all those 90 contestants. Oh, I dread to think what we're going to be like when I have to say 101 of those in the episode about Produce. Oh my Jesus. You know what? I did agree to this, didn't I? Yeah, it's okay. I did agree. I feel so sorry if you were thinking to yourself, I'm just going to try this podcast and see what it's all about, and then you hear that barrage of names, and now you're like, oh my god, this girl is insane. And I'm like, yeah, I am. Okay, so into the actual members. I am tired now. Oh my god. I am just gonna talk for a little bit longer because now I am actually kind of tired from all of that talking and all of that trying to say those Chinese names. So rank number 1, we have Liu Yu. Liu Yu was born on the 24th of August 2000 and is the leader and the centre. He is 174 centimeters tall or 5'8", and his company is Bio Culture, and he's Chinese, and his fandom name is called Fishball. Okay. His hometown is Hefei in China. He has studied Chinese dance for 16 years. And apparently he's good at performing Peking opera. If I am going to be perfectly honest, in my Western way, because you know I do generally do have to tell you these things in connection to my life, because I don't understand these things. Peking, the only thing I know about Peking is the Peking Chef restaurant that was next to my old secondary school. Their food was very good. To be fair, I don't eat Chinese food that much, mainly because of how salty it is over here. I don't know if Chinese food is naturally like authentic from China. Chinese food is as salty as it is over here, but I genuinely cannot eat it without feeling absolutely disgusting the day after. As in, I have eaten all of my sodium intake for the rest of my life. And he made his solo debut in November 2019 with the single Docked. And he was admitted to study at the Beijing Academy of Dance and was 26th in the country. However, he did end up withdrawing due to injuries. I don't particularly understand if he was injured. Why did he agree to go on a show where he'd have to potentially be in a boy band for the next 2 years? However, his concept picture looks amazing. I am doing this PowerPoint presentation and I'm forcing my parents and my sister to watch it and give me feedback. I might have already uploaded that. But yeah, I'm definitely going to feature that one. He actually got 25,959,880 votes. Holy shit! Like I sometimes actually forget like how big China is, how big the population is, because like you don't really. It sounds terrible, but you know, in at least like the Western part of the world, and like little bits here and there, and particularly Australia, I would think as well. Like you don't really like have to think about the eastern side of the world that much, and that sort of music, or that like side of the population. Like I know that there's like over 1 billion people living in China and India and like all those places, and there's like 40 million people living in South Korea. But to quantify that into anything is like a really weird kind of thing to try and comprehend. And like, you know, even on what was it called? Girls Planet 999. Only like a million, less than a million votes for the contestants. Like even the top ranking contestant didn't get a million votes, I'm pretty sure. However, this guy, he got 25 million. Oh my god, that's like over 25 times what like the top contestant got in in a country that's only like what, like I actually don't know, like like hundreds of miles away. Like literally you're connected to a country that is then connected to another country who has like a significantly less population, because like with China having over 1 billion, and then North Korea has like, I don't know, like 10 million. I don't know. And then South Korea has like 40 million. And like over half the population would have had to have voted, or at least cared enough about like a TV show enough to vote in this situation for them to get that amount of votes. But that's only once. And I'm like, dang! Wow! Life is so much different over there. This is what I love about like this side of I guess my job, but I don't get paid for it. Like my little side hustle, my side project, that I could get to learn about all of this stuff. Yeah. So next member is Bo Yuan, ranked number 7. His birth name apparently is Tang Xiao, and his English name is Xavier, I think, maybe. He was born over 10 years before I was born, and yet he looks younger than me. Oh my god. I also like with the whole like Asian skincare thing, it's more like Korean skincare, I think, actually. How much like different like the whole thing with skincare and like taking care of your body is over there. Completely like different, and I find that so interesting. Yeah. He is 177 centimeters tall, or 5'10", and his company is White Media. He is also Chinese, and his fandom name is Bowls. Okay. They also all have like individual accounts, like Instagram accounts and INTO1 accounts. I don't know if his account, if like the INTO1 accounts are still active. Maybe. So it is, and it's probably been deleted. I'll check the other main account. Just 1 second. Oh, so it might have since. Oh, so so he puts like the INTO1 Pyongyang. Okay, that's cool. He's over 30 years old. However, he looks about my age. I'm 20. Boyan Yuan's hometown is Guiyuan in China. He attended the University of Sanya and is, like I said, also a member of Zero G. More fun facts. Yeah, hi, sorry about that. About a random break in the middle of the episode about INTO1. It's been a couple of days actually since I recorded that, and I don't actually remember where I was. So we're going to go from rank number 3 Rikimaru, or Rikimaru even. Rikimaru or Liwan. His birth name is Takeda Rikimaru. He was born on the 2nd of November 1993. He is 171 centimeters tall, making him 5'7". His blood type is O. His company is Avex, and he is Japanese. Woo. And he is a part of Warps Up. Are they still an active group? Oh, is it gonna let me go down? It doesn't. Sometimes I feel like these websites just genuinely hate me, or like just don't want to work. They still. Let's do a little bit of live research. Whoops. Up. J-pop. So there is their official Instagram. Will it let me go on to a? So they've not released, or they've not posted in over nearly 2 years. Says it's still in the present tense. The thing. They've not had a comeback or a release. The digital single Supernova, which would have been before he joined INTO1, so probably no longer in the group. Anyway, next member is, now I was looking at Warps Up for a minute. I don't know how much information I normally tell you at this point. Oh yes, random other piece of information. His sister, Rikimaru's sister, is called Iri, who's also a dancer. And people apparently are speculating that he might have potentially been Nikki from ENHYPEN's dancing teacher. He can speak fluent English and a little bit of Portuguese, and he has choreographed for various SM artists such as Taemin, Red Velvet, Boa, and NCT, with the songs of Famous, Rookie, Lookbook, One Shot, and Two Shot. Apparently, I don't know if like that's like actual official like facts and stuff, because the choreographers don't usually get like talked about, unfortunately. They normally kind of they do get credited at the end of the music videos, but they don't get like talked about in terms of like when you see the performances, you're just like, oh, the dancing was cool. Yeah. Like the only choreographing efforts that I know the name of the person who did it, obviously, is Chan from he's such shiny, from 17. Dino from 17. He did Falling Flower. So we don't, and Hoshi, Sunghoon, no, Soon Young, he did Spider, I think he choreographed that himself. I don't know. Next member, rank number 2 is Santa. Uno Santa was born on the 11th of March 1998. He is 181 centimeters tall, making him 5'11". His company is Avex as well, and he is also Japanese, and his literal fandom name is Claus. I love that. That's amazing. Oh my god, I actually love that. And he is also another member of Warps Up. and he was featured as a backup dancer for Taemin's famous music video. Yeah, so next member is Mika at number 4. If I can actually not fully go down. Mika, or Hashizume Mika, was born on the 21st of December even, 1998, and he is 176 centimeters tall at 5'9", also under AVEX, and he is Japanese American, and his fandom name is Kiwi Fruits. Now, Mika, my dude, Mika, let me just get down on your level, Mika. You broke my heart. You broke my heart, Mika, because you know what Mika did? He was the leader and the oldest member of Intersection. Intersection disbanded, Mika. What do you say about that, Mika? God, yeah. Honestly, I'm still a little bit annoyed about that, but you know what? I'm too tired. I am too tired. I literally, after I finish talking about this, I have to go and make our dinner. And I was talking about this like during the episode I filmed today, which was the Esper episode, about how I've been cooking so damn much, and I'm a little bit tired. And also when I was talking to my mum this morning before she left work, she's saying about how I cook jacket potatoes wrong, and like how I just douse the potatoes in oil, and that doing that makes the house stink of oil. And so apparently I just need to get a little bit on the pan, just brush it on. I'm like, I don't know, I just do the potatoes. I just bake the potatoes, I just do the thing. Anyway, Mika is from Hawaii in the US of A. I had no idea about this. I didn't know how far away. I was burping just then. I didn't know how far away Hawaii was from mainland America, or like what the rest of America. Hawaii. How do I spell it? Hawaii. There we go. I had to really think about that just then. That was tragic. And also, do you know who else is from Hawaii? Or at least was born there? Kai from TXT. So, Hawaii is an island state of the United States in the Pacific Ocean, about 2,000 miles southwest of the US mainland. It's the only state not on the North American mainland, and is the only state that is an archipelago. Yeah, I think that's how you say it. And the only state in the tropics. Yeah, so the closest part of, I guess, America is to Hawaii would be the Californian coast, or maybe even Alaska, actually, now that I'm kind of seeing it. Also, it's quite close to the international date line, but due to basically the international date line is where it's like a non it's like a not real line, basically, that some people back in the past kind of decided was going to be the cutoff point for days, because that no one actually knows, but like for whatever reason, Greenwich in London, I think it is like when it's 12 p.m, so noon in London, it's about 12 p. It would be midnight, I think, in New Zealand, or kind of on the international date line, because it's both the next day and also the same day, if you know what I mean. It's like if it's 12 p.m. on the 1st of January 2000, it is midnight on the 1st of January 2000 on like one side of the international date line, like Hawaii, and then literally like only like a couple of 100 miles, maybe even actually the same amount. Actually, yeah, probably about 2,000. It is a whole day ahead, so they've got over to the next day, and it's not like a real line. Days are subjective. It is just kind of what we think of as like a new day, when like dates aren't exactly like destined by the universe. It's just what man has said that they want to do. I love how I go off on these tangents about like stuff that does not make sense in the slightest, but you know what? Here we are. Anyway, so about Hawaii, obviously they are quite, I'd say about a couple of 100 miles away from the supposed international dateline. However, the international dateline actually juts out quite far, and it is kind of along the same longitude as Hawaii, but because of the fact that this set of islands wanted to do stock trading with, I think it was Australia or maybe New Zealand, because of the fact that like they wanted to be on the same day essentially, or like within the same time zone, or like be able to do trades. They actually ended up skipping a whole day on the calendar to be in line with what Australia's date was, or like New Zealand's time was, or something along those lines. And so basically like whoever was born on that day can't have that day, I guess, on those islands, because that date doesn't exist on those islands. I wish I is it yes, it is, I believe. Yeah, it's Fiji, Samoa, Tonga, the Cook Islands, and French Polynesia, I think it is. I don't. Yeah, because I can, obviously I've got the map up here, and I think that's like where the jut is. I never realised where Fiji was. I don't know why, but I assumed that Fiji was like in. I don't know where I assumed Fiji was. Is what I'm trying to get at. I don't know where Fiji is, but now I do. Fiji is off the coast of near to New Zealand, and it also has Wallis and Futuna, and like lots of little islands, like separated islands that are considered, I guess, Fiji. Anyway, I don't know enough about that to be able to comment anything about other than that. Anyway, Famika is half Japanese, and apparently he knows how to play the violin and the ukulele. I actually had to learn for music class for about a few weeks to play the ukulele, and it gave me such a bad like blister that it was so unbelievably painful. The annoying thing was that it was on my writing hand, so I couldn't properly write for a few days, and I'm sure my teachers absolutely love that. Next member is 9, or oh sweet Jesus, Cornchild Boone Safitipedi. Or Gao Qingchen. He was born on the 11th of July 1999, and he is 176 centimeters tall, making him 5'9", and his company is Insight Entertainment. His nationality is Thai, and his fandom name for Chinese fans is Strawberry Jam, and his international fans are considered Happiness. Okay. What did you do? So he's from Bangkok, Thailand. I'm pretty sure most people who are idols come from Bangkok, Thailand. And I think, again, this is just me, that most of the population comes from Jesus, comes from Bangkok. Population density map. Let's have a look. Alright. Okay, I guess this is just telling of how much I know about Thailand. One of my friends actually, the one I sometimes talked about on here, her parents were going to go to Thailand, but she said no. Like, it was supposed to be that they were going to visit, and it would be at the start of the new year. It was like at Christmas time. So I basically had like a mini go at her. I was like, if my parents told me, oh, do you want to go to Thailand, Sophie, I would go, even though I don't go outside. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so I'm looking at a map that's like it represents like the population density, and the vast, massive majority of people live in Bangkok. And then in Chiang Mai, then Kyo Kien, and Ubon Ratchafiel, and Phuket and Songkhla. I do apologise if you are from Thailand and I just butchered your place names. I'm really trying here, but I was not made to be able to pronounce these words. I'm sorry, it's a problem. I can't even pronounce English words correctly half the time. Okay. Nine was also a member of OXQ. Is it gonna start raining? It's gone really dark all of a sudden. OXQ was a Thai boy group under Motive Village. All the members were Pavel, Nine, Ben, Dome, and Jung. They were all in a TV show together, and the group was disbanded. And all the members had left the company. Okay, fair enough. He speaks fluent English, Thai, and Chinese. Okay, so rank number 11 is Liu Zhang, or AK, or Akira Liu, or Liu Sheng, was born on the 18th of December 1999. He is 180 centimeters tall, meaning he's 5'11", and his company is Waves, but instead of an A, it's an 8. So 8 waves, waves 8, waves. It might rain. He is Chinese, and his fandom name is the things you get out of a nerf. Okay, the things you get out of a nerf when the kid plays with the gun, the toy, the nerf. Yeah, yeah. Okay, he was born in Hunan in China, but grew up in Guangdong, China. Okay. And apparently he studied at NYU, New York University, studying economics and mathematics. Ooh, we love a smarty pants. Honestly, I hated maths growing up. It was probably because I had terrible teachers. Like, literally, our school was cursed, let me tell you. In both, I think both year 7, 8, and 9, when I was 11 to 14, before I did GCSEs, our teachers would just leave, and they were we would have substitute teachers that would be there for frequent lessons, but then would just also leave because they're what do you call it, stand-in teachers. There's a word for this. Substitute teachers. And so we would always just be like, the fuck? And there was one teacher actually in year 9 that I kind of, he was horrible to everyone else in the class because he probably absolutely hated children, which is fair enough. Children are quite something. They're evil. But I just didn't cause any drama in the class. So when it came to when he was leaving, he was like really, really nice to me. He actually asked me what sort of books I read, and I was like, okay, this is getting kind of weird. Mainly because of the fact that like he's just our maths teacher. I'm like, first of all, like you've never seen me read. How always to say that I like books? Like, calm down, please. I don't like this interaction at all. And it was fine. It was fine. It was perfectly harmless, but like, it was just weird. I didn't like it at all. And yeah, and then when I went into year 10, that was when I had my head of year as my maths teacher, because in the UK, like, I don't know if this is the case for any other people around, but oftentimes like the head teacher or the faculty members don't also take on like a teaching role too. Like the head teacher, obviously he taught history, that was his thing. A couple of the PE teachers, my PE teacher 1 year was teaching PE, and then the next year she was teaching me geography. Trying to think of another one. Our now the head teacher now, I'm pretty sure she taught law. The head of our sixth form, he taught politics, I think. Yeah, so there was like obviously the like doubling up of the teacher thing. Why did I tell that analogy? Why was I oh yeah, so yep, no, I've lost myself now. Maths. Why was I? Yeah, so when I got my timetable and it said like oh Mr. John for maths, I was like, fuck. Because we had multiple Mr. Johns in our school. Obviously his name isn't Mr. John, but so I was like, oh fuck. And it had his initial, it was Mr. I don't know, like G John. And I was like, oh god, is our head of year Mr. G John? Is that Mr. G John? And everyone was like, oh no, Sophie, like, this is not good, because at that time I was like getting anxious and like having really bad like panic attacks in class because I had undiagnosed autism and didn't know how to cope with the fact that I was actually having meltdowns in lessons. And so I had him as a maths teacher for the final 2 years of school, and often what would happen is that I would end up having a panic attack in his lessons, and he began to kind of like, obviously he cared enough to be like, it's okay, like you can go outside and chill for a second and come back in, and like he would just kind of be like, okay, whatever. And then it was towards the end that he just didn't care. It wasn't that I didn't care about my GCSEs, it's that I couldn't cope with the stress of it all, because at that time my mum was also recovering from a stroke. So I had not only had I was basically going through autistic burnout, I also had the stress of GCSEs, the fact that I was so scared that my mum was going to have another stroke, and also being a teenager. It was really, really quite bad. So yeah, that was fun. But yeah, no, obviously like he Mr. John always kind of made the distinction that like during maths class, and he did it with all the students as well, like during maths class, like he wasn't Mr. John, our head of year, he was Mr. John, the maths teacher. And I guess that was quite useful actually, because he'd explain maths very, very well in such a way that never felt as though he was really teaching us like big level things. He was just talking to us as kids, or like as young adults really. And I think that kind of helped in a lot of different ways to kind of combat, you know, the annoyance that I had for maths, and kind of help us all of our class to at least get passing grade, because practically all of us ended up passing within our first few tries. So, you know, a couple of us did actually fail, but it wasn't, you know, it wasn't an intense, like a lot of and like I mean what am I saying, like it wasn't too bad of a fail. It was only like 2 or 3 marks, like I only failed by 4 actually, and then I ended up retaking it, failed again for 3 marks. Then it was like the pandemic, so I ended up passing anyway, because the teacher that year, she thought like it was like teacher graded, so she just passed all of us, I think. So yeah, back on to the members of INTO1. And the next member is rank number 6, Lin Mo. Lin Mo or Huang, for God's sakes, Quillin? Like, honestly, I'm just getting so annoyed about the fact that, like, I do not know how to pronounce your names. I'm sorry, you don't. Like, even if it's just, like, the pronunciation, just put out a pronunciation for me. That would do wonders. Or, you know, I don't know. I don't know what to suggest. Okay, the 6th of January 2002, meaning he is 22 years old. He is 178 centimeters tall, and I have just, you know, when you instantly get that like feeling that you need to go for a wee. Oh wow, that's just, oh, let's get this over with quickly. Okay. He was under original plan, and he is Chinese. His hometown is Chongqing, China. He is a former TF Entertainment trainee. No idea what that company is. He is also a member of Yinan Music Club. His birthday when he's in. Oh, his birthday in the group, because for some reason they have different birthdays, is the 21st of December 2001, but it isn't. It's like Cosmic Girls or whatever that group is, where they have different star sign birthdays, and all the members look about done with it. He was on a Chinese show called Don't Go After School. Don't go to the toilets after school, they're disgusting. Anyway, Xu Kenyu, rank number 10. Xu Kenyu, or Daniel Xu, or Xu Kenyu, was born on the 17th of May 2002. He's 188 centimeters tall, or 6'2". He was a part of Jaywalk Studio. He's Chinese American. His fandom name is Astronauts, and he's from the US but currently lives in Beijing, China. He's fluent in English, and he's also a member of BEST. Rank number 8, Zhang Jiayuan, was born on the 8th of January 2003, 185 centimeters tall. He is 6'1". He was a part of the company Wajiwa Entertainment. He's Chinese. His fandom name is OO. Same boo, same. No, it's not. Jia Yuan is from Yingku, China. He's a contestant on the Coming One Super Band. That sounds wrong. He's a guitarist of Galaxy Band. Yeah, okay, we're not going to weave. Patrick, rank number 9. I feel so sorry for anyone who's listening to this right now, thinking to themselves, what is wrong with this girl? She just has an extremely full bladder. Patrick, or Patrick Narawat Finkler, I love your name. That is amazing. Or Yin Yao was born on the 20th of October 2003. He's 178 centimeters tall at 5'10". His company is Insight Entertainment. He is Thai German. His fandom name is Starfish. That actually makes sense. Okay, last member. He is the last member. Good, because I think I would have weed myself. He was born in Germany, but had to move to Rio in Thailand. Then he moved to Bangkok, Thailand. He attended that place's school, at the Ruet Witawali School. He can play keyboard. He starred in The Gifted Graduation, has had cameos in Angel Beside Me and I'm Teamy Too. He's fluent in English, Chinese and German. It's been a pleasure talking to you lot today. Very sorry about my ramblings. They just seem to kind of come on, and I can't do anything about them unless I actually physically shut myself up and carry on what it is that I was talking about. Next episode of whatever this mini series is going to be another international survival show set in Korea, and that will be out tomorrow. I really do hope you have a good rest of your day. I am actually going to have to go to the toilet because it is getting unbearable now. Okay, thank you very much. This has been the Korean Cowboys podcast, didn't I? I've been listening to that one too much. The What is K-pop podcast. I've been your host, Sophie. I'm going to have to go. Bye.